Hi there, Linda Toman Creates here. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button and giving me a like. So today I am using Spellbinders embossing folder, the peppermint stripes. And as you see here, I have embossed a half a sheet of paper. And I'm going to trim it down to a A2 size card panel, which will be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And there we go, I trimmed it down. And then I'm going to take some Simon Hurley No Dive-In ink, which I added to an empty ink pad to create my own ink pad, and I'm gonna drag it along the embossing folder to put some color on it. And I was trying to go in the opposite direction of the, because I wanted it to make it look like plaid, but I ended up lining it up the same way for this one. So that's how I got that background. So then I decided to start over and clean up the embossing folder. I thought I cut all that out, but there's that panel that I did the ink dragging on. And like I said, I started over, and I took a panel, and then I got some Lawn Fawn Merman ink, and I ink dragged it along the actual paper. As you see here, I'm just getting all the stripes all colored in. And my goal here is I'm trying to make plaid. I want to make this stripes a plaid. And so I'm inking it up real good. And then I'm going to turn it the opposite direction. And then I'm going to use Lawn Fawn's Peacock ink on the actual embossing folder. And then I would line it up in there. And I'm like, I want to make it plaid. So I put it in. But then I put it in the wrong way, I believe. Yeah, so see, there I go. I put it in, but I wasn't paying attention to the way the stripes went, so that when I embossed it, it came out. Come on. I thought I cut that out already. So it just was in the same direction, and I was like, that's not what I wanted. And then I realized, well, it's because I didn't put it in the correct orientation for it to work. So then I was like, okay, I'm done playing with the blue. Let me get some Wild Berry by Close to My Heart. I love those ink pads because they're magnetized and they stick to each other. So I ink up my embossing thing, and then this time I'm paying better attention to the way the lines are going. So now I have created my plaid. Phew. So now I have that background, and I'm like, well, I need something else. So I'm going to take some Solar Paste Royal Flush by Simon Hurley. So it's Simon Hurley Royal Flush Solar Paste. And I'm going to spread it onto some cardstock here because I want to cut out a sentiment. And I'm going to be using, look, I'm trying to act like I know what I'm doing here. Yeah. These voiceovers are no joke, y'all. No joke. It's really hard to record this when I'm not moving as fast as I talk. And I didn't talk when I was creating. So anyway, look at that glossy shine. Isn't that beautiful? So now I'm going to take the Friend die from Concord 9th, one of their die sets that they'll be coming out with. I received it in my Crop and Create box. So I'm going to die cut the word friend out, which in between you didn't see. I used my heat tool to dry all that. And then I also die cut 2 plain white ones out, the word friend, and I'm going to glue all those together. The first one, I put the glue on top of the word because I find it easier to put the glue on top of the word and stack them than try to put it underneath them and stack it. But then I was like, there's even an easier way to ink these up. Let's get that lined up first. Line it up, Linda, line it up. And so then I just put it on my hand there because it's so much easier for me with my dexterity and arthritis and all to just do things like that, to line it up like that. But then it's too much ink got into the little grooves there, so you'll see me take a paper towel after I line it all up and I put it all on there. You'll see me get a paper towel, maybe you will, and clean out those little letters in between. I might have clipped, nope, there it is, there I go. I'm just taking my pokey tool and just popping through the glue that's showing through, cleaning it up a little. There we go. And then, yeah, so now I'm just going to take the word friend and I'm going to say, okay, do I like that? Yeah, I like that. But now I need something else. So then I break out the Concord 9th stamp set that came with that set, which I should look it up and see which one it is. It's not released just yet. I'm pretty sure it'll be released soon, though. And then I choose out the words hello and there, and I stamp them. So those are the tittles for the eye that you saw me put in the mint tape so I don't lose them. Which I ended up losing one anyway. So then I stamp the word hello there. I'm going to say it again and again and again. No, I'm not. Come on, Linda, get it lined up. Get it lined up. So I'm using the misty sticky mat there to hold it down because I'm finding I get better results when I use the sticky mat versus the magnet. The magnet kind of makes it to where I can't actually just gently press on the lid. But when I don't use that and I just use the sticky mat, I can just gently press on the lid and get a good stamping. So here I am stamping that. Look at that, all crooked like that. Get you a tool and straighten that up, Linda. Straighten it up. Oh, I couldn't find my pencil with the eraser, so I ended up using that, which a pencil with an eraser moves stamps around so much easier because they don't stick to it, especially when they're new. But anyway, so there we go. There, we're going to stamp it now. We're going to use some Lawn Fun jet black ink. No, black licorice, because my jet black is somewhere else. It's not here. So there we go. Stamp it once. Do it again just to make sure it's nice and dark and black. And then just nice. There we go. Easy peasy. Lemon breezy. And then we're going to trim it up. And I'm no good at all this trimming, but I don't have my finger guard on my trimmer, so. So then I'm getting out the die cuts that came with that same die set that the word friend came off of from Concord 9th. And I want to put a little plant, a little ephemera, a little plant on there just to say hello. And Jennifer McGuire made a mashup for the Crop and Create, and so I got the idea from stacking different things into the bottles from her. So then I decided, some flowers would be better in there. So let's move that aside and let's make flowers. Yeah, let's do that. So I got out those two dies, and then I got the Concord 9th avocado and or was it? Yeah, it was the avocado paper, and then I can't remember what their pink is called, but those are Concord 9th papers that I used the Spellbinder dies with right there. Those are Spellbinder dies that came with the Crop and Create box. And I hope y'all don't get sick of me saying the Crop and Create box, but that's where all this new stuff I'm using came from. So there we go. I put all the little tiny flowers on their stems where they belong. It's so cute. And then I was like, oh, that'll look good in a bottle all by itself without any of the cacti. And that'll look pretty on the front of my card, I think. Yep, I'm happy with it. So now I just got to line it up and figure it out and start gluing everything down. Put that pin back in that glue, Linda. Don't let that dry out. So here we go. Trim it up a little more because it doesn't look enough like a ransom note. That's what cutting these up remind me of. Somebody in the Crop and Create said that, and it reminds me of that too. Like a little ransom note. That's appropriate to, yeah. So I said to myself, let's put hello right above where the F is going to be, and then let's put there beside it. But let's not glue the word friend down before we put those little ones. Let's put those little ones first. Don't know. Don't ask. I don't know. So anyway, yeah. Now I'm going to glue down the flowers. I was going to use foam tape to do the bottle and then change my mind. That's why I didn't just glue the flowers to the vase. But anyway, I decided just to do everything glued down. That way it'll mail easy because it's all flat. And I think I got, with the plaid being an embossed, it has raised, so it's got enough dimension there. And then we're going to glue the word friend down. Sorry for my yawning. And sorry if you can hear my air conditioner in the back, but even though it's October, it's still 89 degrees out and it's still too hot. So now I'm going to put down the little tittles. That's such a weird word to me. The little little dots above the eye. So I'm gluing them one on top of the other. I don't know what I'm looking at. Oh, I'm looking for my third one. I lost one. So whereas I have the word friend stacked 3 high, the dot above the eye is only stacked 2 high because I lost one. That's why I was shaking it on the table to see if I could find it. Because in my process of trying to pick it up. So that's what I do, though, when I'm trying to hold on to little things, is I take my mint tape and I lay them on it and I fold it over on itself. And if I'd have been more careful, I wouldn't have lost that. But I did. All right, so then I decided, okay, I'm going to put it on the background. But I need to trim it first. So I'm going to trim it down to 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm trimming it off so that I'm trimming off what I consider the ugliest parts of the edges, so that it's a nice clean cut, but still even. Watch your fingers, Linda. I really need to remember, when I get the means to do so, to get a new finger guard for that trimmer, because watching the video makes me nervous. So now I'm going to put some mint tape across the top of my card, which I learned that trick from Simon Hurley in the classes I've taken and watched him do online. And so now I'm going to take some of his lunar paste, the slippery when wet. I'm just going to go around the edge to give myself a border. And you'll see me, it'll be all finished here in just a second, because I didn't show you the entire time of me doing it. There we go. Now I'm taking the mint tape off. I'm letting that dry. Oh, it's dry. Let's put it down. So now I'm going to put the card front on glue it down. Gluing, gluing, gluing. Get that cardstock glued. Glue, 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 glue. And then we're going to try to set it up. So line it up, line it up. Line it up, Linda, line it up. You can do this, come on. You can do it. Every time I say that, I think of the Adam Sandler movie, Waterboy. You can do it. And put my block on there to hold it flat while it glues, because it's a little tricky gluing it to the solar paste. It wants to wiggle around on me. Oh, sorry, wiggle around on me. I was yawning, sorry about that. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching and subscribing and hitting that notification bell to see new videos.